Hi there, Jen Roque here at stampcampwithjen.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. If you're new here, I go live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope you'll join us and invite your friends to join us as well. It's always a lot of fun. If you're watching the replay from either my blog or my YouTube channel, thank you so much for joining me as well. Please leave a comment either on my YouTube channel or in the comments on my blog and let me know what you think of today's project. It's going to be a really fun one. As you join, please say hello. Feel free to say hi to everybody. Check in. Let us know, what you've been up to over the weekend. I love seeing you guys every week. Oh, hi, Mom. You made it. Hi, Kay. Thanks so much for joining us. It's so good to see everybody. I love seeing you guys each week. Hi, Jessica. Happy Monday. Oh, hi, Sue. Thanks so much for sharing my video, Jessica and Kay. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you guys could share the video with your crafty friends, that would be great. Hi, Melinda. Thanks so much for joining us. So I have a couple of, things to announce, just regular admin stuff that we go over each week, and then we'll get into the project. I can't believe we're almost done with our 12 weeks of Halloween series. This is week 10, so we only have 2 more weeks left, and then we'll be done. But I have something special planned for the holidays coming up soon after that. So stay tuned, and I will be sure to let you guys know as it gets closer what's going on with that. I do, for my Florida friends, if you're able to join us, I do have a couple more craft shows coming up that I'll be a vendor at with my friend Carol. One is in Lakeland on Saturday, November 5th, and the other one is right here in Lady Lake near the Villages on Saturday, November 19th. And you can always go to stampcampwithjen.com, and on the top little menu bar there's a link that says calendar, and you can click that and you can always see my current events and future events that I have coming up. Hi, Betty. Thanks so much for joining us. It's so good to see you. I love it when you guys join me. All right, well, let me go ahead and get my camera turned around. We'll go over a couple things, and then we'll get into this week's project. Always lots of fun. Let's see if I can turn it around without giving anything away. That's always the trick, right? I'll get all my lights turned on. Here we go. All right. Lots of exciting things. So today is the last day to subscribe to the current paper pumpkin kit. It's called Ho Ho Ho. This kit is actually a Christmas card kit, so you'll be able to make 3 different designs, 3 cards, 3 different designs in this kit. And then the kit that starts tomorrow, if you're watching live, if you're watching the replay, it's today for you. But starting October, are we in October? Yeah, October 11th, which is tomorrow if you're watching currently. That will be another Christmas kit, but it's supposed to be tags, and it will coordinate with this kit. So some people prefer to make tags for their presents and things, and some people would rather just make cards. Some people like both. So if you like both and you like to coordinate, you can subscribe to either one of those. But the link is in the description for this video if you're watching from Facebook. If you're watching the replay, you can go to stampcampwithjen.com and find, I think in my menu bar, I have like a subscribe or a paper pumpkin link in there that you can subscribe through that with, okay? So that ends today. Also ending today is the Stampin' Storage sale. So for the last week, Stampin' Storage has had a fall sale where you can get 15% off any of your Stampin' Storage purchases, and then anything over $150 you can get free shipping. So that today is the last day for that, and I am a Stampin' Storage affiliate. I use Stampin' Storage a lot in my craft room. You'll see some Stampin' Storage stuff today when I show you some products for the project that we're using. You'll see a little bit of Stamp and Storage stuff. I use it quite a bit. So if you do purchase something from the sale, I would appreciate it if you use my affiliate link. I do earn a small commission, but I highly recommend Stamp and Storage products. They're great. And they actually offer the little cubes that you can put like in the IKEA shelves. They offer those in white now. So those are pretty cool. You should check them out. All right, and then starting today, not ending today, but starting today, I have updated my rewards program. So I will not be mailing out a free gift with every purchase anymore. Shipping is getting insane. So I kind of took a step back, looked at my rewards program and changed it a little bit. But I think this is better because you'll be able to earn your shopping spree faster. So now instead of earning a point for every $50 in an order, you'll earn a point for every $25 in an order. But now you'll need 20 points instead of 10 points to earn that shopping spree. So now when you have, you know, like a $76 order, you'll actually get 3 points instead of 1 point. And then the points don't expire either. So you don't have to do it in a year or 6 months or anything like that. You can, you know, if you have points and it takes you 3 years, fine. You take 3 years and you get a free shopping spree. All you have to do is send me your tracker, your tracking sheet where you write down everything, and then I will give you a shopping spree. I pay for the shipping, I pay for the tax, everything. You just can't go over $50 before shipping and tax. You can't like try to go over and pay the difference. I won't do that. But your points don't expire, which is better. You earn points for every $25 increment. And a little tip actually that I've told some of my Stamp Camp girls, if you save it for Celebration, I let you earn Celebration items with your shopping spree as well. So like sometimes you can get, like if you can hit it right at $50 and get a $50 Celebration item, I will let you earn Celebration items with us as well. Or if you want to save until you get 40 points and do a $100 shopping spree and earn Celebration items that way, that honestly is the best bang for your buck, and I will honor that. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I do ask that you track this yourself. I don't track your rewards, but this is a really good way to kind of make the most bang for your buck. So hi Norma, it's nice to see you. Welcome. This birthday card organizer kit was recently launched. This is pretty cool. So it's a binder, and it comes with different elements to make cards and stuff, and it has like a monthly layout so you can write down different people's birthdays and kind of keep track of the monthly birthdays, and then it's got pockets on the sides too where you can put your cards. So that's pretty cool. So that's available now if that's something you're interested in as well. And then now through the end of October 31st, Stampin' Up! Is offering this great starter kit plus option. So anytime when you want to become a demonstrator, a lot of times throughout the year, Stampin' Up! Will offer specials for their starter kit. Their starter kit is great. It's no obligation. You get a certain price point for a number of items. Usually you can pick the products that you want in your starter kit. And then it's no obligation through a certain time period. So like right now, if you were to sign up and become a demonstrator, you have no obligation through January 31st. So if you decide to join and say, it's not really for me, you can drop after January 31st and just not be a demonstrator anymore. Normally when you're a demonstrator, you have to make about a $300 a month, or a quarter, excuse me, not a month, $300 a quarter in sales. But if you don't meet that, or you decide you don't want to continue doing it, you just drop and decide, you know, I don't want to be a demonstrator anymore, and there's no penalty fee or anything like that. So with that, I wanted to talk about this fitting florets bundle or collection that's coming out. So you can actually add this to your starter kit right now. So you can get this exclusive collection of products with your risk-free starter kit option, and you can get this before anybody else will. It will be available to all customers November 1st, but if you wanted to get it now before everybody else, then add it to your starter kit. And like I said, you can try being a demo for a couple months and see if it works for you, and if you don't want to become a demonstrator, then you just drop, no big deal. And you get those products early. So, but honestly, a lot of people become a demonstrator for, you know, the free product or the discounts, and then they decide, I really like doing it. I've met so many nice people and I really enjoy it. And you don't have to have a blog or run a business. A lot of people do it as a hobby and they just enjoy the discount and seeing all the cool products before everybody else. So this Fitting Florets collection, it is actually a bundle that is, part of it is a bundle that's carrying over from the January through June 2023 mini catalog. So this bundle right here, this framed florets, the stamp set and the dies, this is this is early release, excuse me, not carrying over. The early release from the January through June 2023 mini catalog. It's got these beautiful oval dies, some dies that coordinate with the stamp set. And somebody pointed out to me the stamp set and the dies actually have the same name. So you can actually keep track of which dies go with which stamp set. Isn't that pretty cool? I really like that. So, so this will carry over when the January through June catalog launches in January. So you will still be able to get this, but these gold adhesive back swirls, this framed and festive stamp set that has a bunch of Christmas sentiments. I love it so much. I can't wait to get this. And then this Fitting Florets designer series paper. These three are only while supplies last. So if you want to get these three, I would suggest ordering them as soon as possible. Or like I said, add them to your starter kit and try being a demonstrator on my team risk-free through January 31st, okay? Or wait till November 1st. It's completely up to you. All right, so that's all the business stuff. So let's get to the project. I love it. So this is what we're making today. I think it is so cute. I've had this stamp set for a little bit and I've been wanting to make a card with it. And I finally sat down a few days ago and made this, and I just thought it was adorable. I went around trying to figure out, because there is a lot of coloring. We're using this Best Witches stamp set. So if you look at the witches, obviously you got to do a lot of coloring. So I kept trying to make a card with just a frog, so there wasn't a lot of coloring. But I did a little research on, you know, my friend Google there, and I looked up a bunch of cards with this, and I saw some cards from Erica Serwin. She does a lot of great work, and she actually made some cards where the witches had the green skin like that, and I thought that is adorable and such a great idea, because witches, you know, do usually have green skin in like movies and cartoons and stuff. So that was the inspiration for that. But I wanted to come up with something that wasn't really very complicated, since you have to color it. That is really the most intensive part of this, is the coloring. I love to color. Yes, I do love to color. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but I do like to color. So I'm going to show you how to put this together. It's really easy. There's just some coloring involved. So if you don't like to color, maybe this isn't the card for you, but I do like to color. So like I said, we're using this Best Witches stamp set, and we're using the little sassy witch up at the top here. And I thought she needed red hair. So I have a bunch of blends here that we're using, and these are all in the, all the colors are listed in the PDF tutorial. I put, you know, like which colors go with which section, so it won't be confusing. You'll be able to look at that list in the PDF tutorial, okay? So let me just show you real quick how I stamped her on here. So you'll need a piece of basic white cardstock that's about 3 inches by 4 1/4 at least, because we are using these deckled rectangle dies, and this is my Stampin' Storage product I was talking about that you're going to see here. So these are Stampin' Storage pocket sleeves, and these are Stampin' Storage magnet sheets, and I think these are 6 by 7 inch ones, and I use these all the time to store my dies. You can go to stampcampwithjen.com and see how I use these Stampin' Storage products, but I love them. They keep me really organized. So we're using these deckled rectangle dies. I think they're really fun and kind of give that spooky vibe to the card with the little, it kind of looks like torn paper around her, right? So we're using the die that is the 4th largest. So what I mean by that is from the largest, we count 4, 1, 2, 3, and then this is number 4 inward, okay? So that's the die that we're using for her today. And then what we're gonna do first is we're gonna take our Tuxedo Black Memento ink, and I already have the witch on the block. This block is a size E, so that fits pretty good, and I can still see pretty well through that block to see where I'm stamping. And we are just gonna ink her up, so you can do it however you're comfortable. Make sure I have 2 Memento pads, and one of them always seems like it's kind of drying out, so I've got to double check. All right, so we're just gonna stamp her towards the top up here and just put straight down with even pressure, okay? And then I have the sentiment, which is also from Best Wishes. It's the If You Got It, Haunt It, and that one's right here on Best Witches. And we're just gonna take our gorgeous grape ink and we're gonna use that. We're gonna get that sentiment nice and inked up. And then I'm just gonna stamp it right below her feet, just like that. Oh, and I didn't do it enough pressure, but that's okay. You can see it pretty well. If you ever have, an issue where it doesn't stamp all the way, you can always just flip it over. But I've got one ready to go here that I'm going to show you. But then you'll take your deckled rectangle die and you'll just kind of center everything in there and you'll run it through the embossing machine. But like I said, through the magic of videos / television, I have one ready to go that I did earlier. So I already die cut this one just like that. And we will do our coloring. I'll take some scrap paper here. Now, whenever I color, I always try to put like some scrap paper underneath, because these Stampin' Blends, they will bleed through your paper. So I always try to put it on some sort of like scrap piece of paper or something so I don't get my work surface all ruined. I think with the dark it would be fine, but I just like to do that. So there's 2 ways you can do this. If you want to do a little bit of shading, you can start by taking your dark Parakeet Party. And what I did was just kind of used my bullet tip here, and we just kind of go around the inside edge. Let me see if I can, I'm gonna move that down just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. We'll just, color right around the inside edge. And then to shade, what you do is I like to take that bullet tip again and go over the darker color. And what that does is it will actually pick up that color and blend it and bring that alcohol and the coloring out and like blend those 2 colors together, if that makes sense. And that's how you get that shading. And then what I do is I take the brush end, because I'm impatient, and I go and color it in the bigger section when I'm not worried about coloring anything over, like getting outside the lines. And then when I get closer to a section where I feel like I'm going to get outside the lines, then I kind of go in and bring that bullet tip back in. Okay? So that's how, if you want to do shading, that's how you do shading. I usually start with the dark, kind of do an outline, and then bring the lighter color in. But if you want to just do one or the other, it really doesn't matter. I like the look of shading, but it's fine. You could do it just one color, and it still looks really nice. And then we're going to do her little hands. I almost forgot. Her hands need to be that same Parakeet Party. I think Parakeet Party is perfect for Halloween projects. I love it. I've become obsessed with it lately. All right, and then we're going to move to her hair. So her hair is dark pumpkin pie. And again, I'm just going to use that bullet tip, and I'm going to go in and just color those strands to make it that red-headed color here. And if instead of coloring like all at once, if you just go in and do the little lines on the lines on her hair, it kind of helps give it a little bit more character rather than just trying to color a big blob of hair. So I like to go in and just color against the lines, and it really fills in where her hair is anyway, and it kind of makes it look really cool. So there's her hair. That's the dark pumpkin pie. And then for her dress here, again, if you want to do the shading, we're going to start, this is Highland Heather, dark Highland Heather, and I'm going to use that bullet tip again, and I'm just going to go on the inside here of her dress. And I know this may be boring for some people, so if you're watching the replay, just fast forward through this part. I do that all the time when I watch videos because I don't want to sit there and watch people talk and color. I completely get it. It's not a problem. All right, so that's all I used for that dark, and then we're just going to take the light Highland Heather and again go over that dark to pick up that alcohol and blend it with the light color. And then I will go over the edges too, and that'll help me. And then I can go with the big brush one, because like I said, I'm very impatient, so I like to do the little fine pieces first and then go back in with that brush tip and just kind of color everything really quickly, because that goes a lot faster. So I got the little outline done, so now I can go in here with my brush tip and quickly color that section, make it go a little faster. There we go. All right, so now we will do her broom, I guess we'll say. So her broom stick is actually this SU300. It's the medium deep. You can see that, the medium deep combo. That's what we're using for the little broom handle. That's like the perfect color I found. Just for the handle, it's got that dark wood color to it. And then for the broom part itself, I actually decided to use dark crumb cake for that one. Oh, there we go. And again, just kind of brush that down. That's a little broom there. Okay. Now we will move on to, let's see, we'll do her stockings first, I guess. Those I did in light smoky slate. No shading for that one, just straight coloring. Like I said, you really don't have to do the shading. I just wanted to show you guys how to do it in case you didn't know. Some people may not know how to do it, so. All right, and then for the cape and the hat, what I did was I actually took, let's see, I think it was this light basic black, and I went and did the shading by doing the light basic black on the inside of her cape, and I do the same thing with her hat, just like we did with the shading with the other ones. And then I use the dark smoky slate to kind of blend it together. So this is dark smoky slate now. So did everybody have a good weekend? What did you guys do over the weekend? I had a super busy weekend, actually. I went to Lakeland Saturday and saw my parents, and we did some shopping, went out to dinner. We went to this cool place called Ford's Garage I'd never been to before. It's got really good burgers. It's got like these old Ford cars like hanging from the ceiling. It was really cool, and Ethan loved it. He loves cheeseburgers and hamburgers. He ate probably a fourth of my hamburger while I was waiting for his food to come out, and he asked me the next morning, Mom, when are we going back? He's obsessed with hamburgers. He usually likes Red Robin quite a bit. But he said that place gave it Red Robin a run for its money, so it was pretty good. Yes, they are very good burgers, Mom. Thank you for taking us there. We loved it. And then yesterday, I went up to Gainesville with my husband and Ethan, and we went and saw our daughters, and we went out to dinner at a pizza place up there and then did a bunch of shopping, and I dragged my family to Trader Joe's because we don't have one of those around here, and my husband was not a big fan of that place. But I keep seeing stuff on the internet about all these fall foods they have, so I really wanted to go up there and get like pumpkin brioche bread and all kinds of stuff like that. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't want to go there again. It was kind of funny, actually. All right, so now I'm just taking, this is again the light basic black, and I'm going around the edges again, just like I did before, to get some kind of shading and contouring. And you don't have to be too precise with it. I'm just kind of getting a little bit of contrast in there. And then we're gonna go in with that dark smoky slate and kind of bring those colors together like we did before. Remember, color over the darker color, that'll pick up the alcohol and blend it in with your lighter color. So that's what we're doing here. Nobody had any big weekend plans, just kind of relaxing. Is the weather starting to get nice wherever you live? I know in Florida we're getting really nice weather finally. It's been very like cool and refreshing. We've been sitting outside on our back porch eating dinner a lot lately. It's been so nice. I actually have been wearing jeans, which I don't usually, and my husband was like, you've been wearing jeans a lot lately. I'm like, the weather's finally nice. I feel like I can. It's really nice. What new things are at Target this week? Oh, that's a good question, Kay. I haven't really been into Target too much. What did I see last time I went in there? I know oh my gosh, I actually saw some Christmas stuff when I went in there the other day, and I was laughing because I was telling my husband, I'm like, I can't believe you guys have Christmas stuff out. I mean, it's not a lot. I saw it on the website, but I haven't really seen a ton in the store, but I am starting to see Christmas stuff in the stores. It's nice in California. Oh, I bet, Norma, in San Marcos. I miss California. It is so pretty out there. I bet the weather is really nice. California is beautiful. I always told my husband if I could go anywhere, I would love to move to California. It's so pretty. I do have the inside scoop, Kay. He actually, it's so funny because he will send me pictures, like he knows that I like pumpkin spice latte, whatever. So when they get like the creamer, he works in the produce department, and he will get, he will take pictures and send it to me and say, look what's here. So I will see it before anybody else. So don't do like I did, and I forgot the inside of this little buckle. So this needs to be the same color as the hat. All right, and then now for the actual buckle, I chose to do dark Daffodil Delight, and we're just gonna color that. I didn't do any shading or anything crazy. I just did dark Daffodil Delight. All right, so now she's all colored finally. All right, so now the rest of the card will be really quick and easy, okay? So we'll just put her to the side. I'll move this out a little bit. Okay, so now I have a piece of Gorgeous Grape, and it's 5.5 by 8.5. I always score it in the middle just to make it a little bit easier to fold. And then we'll fold that in half. Use our little bone folder here. Now we're gonna do some simple stamping. We're gonna use our Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad again. And I'm actually gonna bring my scrap paper in, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this little star stamp from this Best Witches stamp set, and we're gonna use it to make this little background here on the card. Oh, excuse me. So to do that, first I wanna point out, you can kind of see there's like a little like U shape at the bottom here. So we wanna keep that facing towards us when we stamp, okay? And you'll see why here in a minute. So I'm just gonna ink this up, and I'm gonna stamp it, whoops. I'm gonna stamp it once in the corner, and then kind of move off at an angle, like to the left-hand side over here, the left corner below those stars, and then to the right below those stars. And that's how you just make that little cluster, okay? And so you can just rotate that 180 degrees and do the same thing here. So we'll do it at the corner, stamp again, go down, like down and over to the left, stamp, go down into the right a little bit and stamp. And that's all you have to do for the card base there. Easy peasy. Okay. But I like to put that little scrap paper because sometimes you go over the corner, like little edges a little bit, and that keeps your surface clean if you go over. All right, so now we have, this piece is from, oh, I didn't grab it, the Black and White designs. So you have the darker, like with the black with the white chevron, or you have the white with the black chevron. I really like the darker side, but use whatever you like. You might like it better, you know, the other way. That looks kind of cool too. So you could really do it either way. It's up to you with your preference, but I like the darker one, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So I'm just gonna take some adhesive and put this right over the center of the card here, just lining it up edge to edge. And then for our little witchy friend, we're gonna take some dimensionals and put her on there. But see, you can see it really bleeds through that paper. So that's why I always recommend when you're coloring with those Stampin' Dimensionals, make sure to have something underneath whatever you're coloring, because especially if you have a white table, oh my gosh, it will definitely ruin your table. So please, please be careful when you're coloring with those. They make everything look so nice, but you definitely gotta be careful. All right, so you see I just put about 8 dimensionals on the back here, and I'm just removing the backing. And we're almost done. I just love this card. I've been wanting to use this set so much. It's so cute. And just center that in the front there. And there you go. That's our little card. Super, super cute. I love it. All right, guys. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this. Like I said, there's only 2 weeks left of my 12 weeks of fall and Halloween series. I think next week we're going to probably do some sort of treat holder that I've been working on. So be sure to tune in for that. And then I'm not sure, I'm still working on the last week. I like to kind of do everything last minute, but I come up with some cool stuff sometimes when I'm under pressure, so no worries. All right, if you need any of the supplies for today's project, I hope that you'll purchase them with me, Jennifer Roque, at StampinUp.com. Don't forget to use my host code if your order is under $150. If it's over $150, don't worry about the host code. Enjoy your Stampin' Rewards, and you'll still earn your rewards points. Don't forget to go and read all about the updates I've made to the rewards program. This is effective immediately, so this is now going into play starting today, okay? It should be a lot easier to earn your shopping spree. But like I said, unfortunately, I will not be sending free gifts out with orders anymore. It's costing way too much for shipping, but to offset that, you have this great rewards program, okay? If you're new and you're new to my channel or my blog, I hope that you'll sign up for my newsletter and my blog updates by email. I send out a newsletter every Friday. Once a month, I send out an exclusive tutorial, and each Friday I send out the newsletter. It has lots of cool information, and it usually Stampin' Up! Information. Sometimes I have cool events going on that go out in my newsletter as well. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe and click that bell so you never miss a video. And please give me a thumbs up or a heart either on YouTube or here if you like this card, and let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, Kay. Thank you, Betty. I'm so glad you guys like this card, and thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, be safe and happy stamping. Bye-bye.